Welcome to the Big D streams on this day, Sunday, 17th of August, live. Old Trafford, Manchester United versus Arsenal in the opening game of the 25-26 Premier League season. And is this going to be one of those seasons where we all need a psychiatrist just to endure it? Or is this going to be one of those seasons where everyone needs champagne? Who knows? Could be either. Could be both. Let's see what happens. But yeah, this is it. The Big D is really excited about this today. Woo! Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? We shall soon see. Now, we've got a team. It's been announced. The team is actually quite interesting, actually. It's not the team that the Big D would have picked initially. But this is it, anyway. So in goal, we've got Bayinda. Back three, we've got Lenny Yoro, Matthijs de Ligt, and Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw starts. Yeah, the Big D was a little bit surprised with that one. I thought maybe he would have gone with Aidan Heaven, perhaps, or even Harry Maguire. But hey-ho, he's gone with Luke Shaw. The midfield four is Diogo Dalot, right wing back. Again, I'm surprised at that. I thought he would have gone with Diallo. Two central midfielders. We've got Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes in the middle. Little bit disappointed with that one because the Big D wanted to see Bruno Fernandes playing at number 10, which is his best position because, I mean, has Bruno Fernandes got the defensive capabilities to be a central midfielder? That's the question. And he was a little bit annoying last season when he used to do his Roy of the Rovers tactic. But hey ho, it's Bruno. Let's give him a chance. And Casemiro as well. Now, I don't necessarily mind Casemiro playing. I think Casemiro is still a good player. I think he has got a lot to offer. He's obviously past his best. But of course, the guy's about 90. But the point is, he's got experience. But it might have been better having Casemiro next to Ugarte, for instance. But nonetheless, Casemiro and Bruno in central midfield. Left wing back, we have got Patrick Dorgu. No surprises there. And then the front three, which is a little bit of a surprise. We've got two of the three new attacking signings starting up front. Bryan Mbeumo. He's playing in one of those number 10 positions, as it looks like here. That could change. Mason Mount is next to him in the second number 10 position. And then up front, in almost a number 9 position, we have got Mateus Cunha. Now, that's an interesting front three because I get the impression that Ruben Amorim is probably going to have those three players up front sort of interchanging. So at one point, you might have Matthijs Cunha up front. Another point, you might have Mason Mount. Another point, you might have Bryan Mbeumo as the focal point in attack. We shall see, because we do know that Ruben Amorim likes his football to be quite interchangeable. And sometimes it's 3-4-3, sometimes it's 4-4-2, sometimes it's 5-3-2, sometimes it's 4-3-3, that kind of thing. And that's the beauty of this particular system. I'll have a quick run through of the Arsenal team. They're playing 4-3-3. They've got Rhea in the nets. Back four, they've got Calafiori at left back. They've got Magalhaes and Saliba at centre back. They've got Ben White at right back. Midfield three, we've got Declan Rice in the anchor role. And pivoting from him, we've got Martin Odegaard and Zubamendi. And up front, they have Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, and new signing from Sporting Lisbon, the destroyer himself, Victor Gyökeres. So it's going to be interesting to see if Gyökeres can handle the Premier League. Who knows what's going to happen? He could be the next Erling Haaland. He could flop. Who knows? But we'll find out today. If he scores a hat-trick today, I will stand myself in a corner. Don't you worry about that. But anyway, you know how this works. If you've got something on your mind, if something is bubbling up inside of you that you need to express, please express it in the comments. The Big D reads all of the comments and he's always interested in what is on your mind. Anyway, how are you guys feeling about this particular game? How do you think we're going to do? Do you think we're going to get the win? Do you think it's going to be a scoreboard draw? Who knows? Who knows? That's the beauty about Manchester United. You don't know if a world-beaten team's going to turn up or if a relegation-threatened team is going to turn up. We shall soon see, but I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something now. This next couple of months is going to be a defining couple of months for Ruben Amorim's tenure at Manchester United because the pressure's on now. He's had enough to implement his system and he's been backed in the transfer market. So, and he's made all his big decisions. The board have backed him as well. He's been saying lots of promises. He's been saying it all. He said that the bad times are coming first, which they did. And he said at the end of last season, he said that the good times were about to arrive. So he's put the pressure on himself. He's put the pressure on his players. And quite rightly, I mean, at the end of the day, it's Manchester United. If you're the Manchester United manager, you need to have the confidence in your ability to be able to deliver results for what I feel are the best fans in the world. So it's good that we've got Arsenal at the start at Old Trafford in his first game of the season, because this is going to set the benchmark for how Manchester United should, how we hope anyway, they are going to perform this season. The Big D's personal opinion, the Big D thinks that, I'm going to say it, I think Manchester United will absolutely pump Arsenal today. I think we'll beat them by at least 2 goals. I just do. I just do. Call it the Big D's spider sense. Call it what you want. Call it delusion. But the Big D says that Man United are going to beat Arsenal today convincingly. I say that, but if Victor Gyökeres just turns up like the Terminator and bags a hat-trick, then the Big D will be standing himself in a corner. But we shall soon see. I hope you've got it on. Obviously, we're looking at the build-up at the moment. We've got Arteta. The Big D's watching it on Sky Sports, and it's just there beyond the screen. And Arteta's got something to say. Now, the Big D wants to hear what... He's not bothered about what Arteta's got to say because who cares what Count Dracula's got to say, you know? But the Big D would like to hear what Ruben Amorim has got to say. So when he comes on, the Big D is going to shut up for a couple of minutes and give you guys give you your guys' ears a well-earned break. But make sure you've got your TV on, your streaming service on, whatever it is you're watching this stream and the match on, get it all together. The Big D is going to sync up his stream with the game so we can watch this game together. And as an example of the increased competition and depth in your squad, I look at the 2 decisions you made at fullback. I tell you what, there's a lot of pressure on Arsenal this season. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, they've promised a lot but delivered very little over the past few seasons. Arteta's had long enough to deliver something for Arsenal. I mean, they haven't even won a trophy in that time. I mean, they've been quite consistent in the league, but you know, football's about winning. It's about winning trophies, and he has yet to do anything. And Arsenal are a big enough side, and they make enough money to be able to go out there and get the best team possible. They have got a good side, to be fair. And as I say, it's going to be interesting to see how Gyökeres gets on. But we shall soon see. But remember, thoughts in the chat. The Big D reads all of the chat, and he's always interested in what is on your mind. So apparently last season, Victor Gyökeres got 39 league goals for Sporting last season. It's a lot of goals. Keno's on the panel as well. It's always interesting to hear what Keno's got to say. I'll be doing a reaction video to him later. I I tell you what, like, one thing I do have to say is that, at the very least, Arsenal are a well-oiled, well-drilled, slick machine. So they should be supplying Gyökeres match in, match out. All he needs to do, really, is to stay up front and be fed balls. That's it. That sounds a bit dodgy, but you know what I mean. And if they feed him balls, then he should get goals. Let's keep this clean now. Could be kids watching. But I'm a little bit disappointed Šeško's not playing, I must admit. I reckon they should just stick him up. That's a good question. Like, who's on the bench? What's going on with Rasmus Højlund? Because the last I heard, he was open to a move to AC Milan. But nothing's happened. He's not even on the bench. Well, the bench for United is Harry Maguire, Joshua Zirkzee, Amad Diallo, Tom Heaton, Ugarte, Aidan Heaven, Benjamin Šeško, Tyler Fredrickson, and Kobbie Mainoo. We've got Onana, Martinez, and Mazraoui out injured. Arsenal's subs are Mosquera, Timber, Arrizabalaga, Trossard, Madueke, if that's how you pronounce that, I'm not sure, Nwaneri, Merino, Kai Havertz, and Miles Lewis Skelly. But here we go. What's this here? I tell you what, there's that many adverts on Sky Sports, eh? It's like, why even bother charging people a subscription to watch it? Because they must make a fortune with adverts, whether it's Apple cider, or what is it, Thatcher's cider, whether it's some betting company or whatever. There's just so much. It's like, how much money do they need? I'll tell you something though, on a side note, the Big D thinks that this whole Sky Sports and BT Sports sort of platform and whatnot, I think that's a dying duck, to be fair, because all the Premier League needs to do is set up its own streaming service. Much like Netflix, charge £20 a month to watch any game for any team at any point, right? They'll make more money per month than they make per year from BT Sports or Sky if they do that. And if all the big, footballing organisations like the Premier League, FIFA, the FA, UEFA, they all do the same thing, the money is going to go through the roof. Anyway, we've got a first comment. Bang, bang, Pat for life. Good to hear from you again, my friend. How are you? What do you think of today's team? And what is your prediction for today? The Big D thinks that Man United is going to pump Arsenal today. But the Big D could be wrong. He has been wrong before. But not often. Not often. The big day of reckoning is upon us, my friend. Yes, bang, bang. Indeed, it is. We'll get a good idea of how we're going to do this season from this match. Well, do you know what? I say that, but I mean, last season when we were crap against the smaller teams. We got beat regularly by the smaller teams. But when we played like good sides, like Arsenal, like Liverpool and Anfield, we've done really well. I mean, we nearly beat Liverpool at Anfield, and we were unlucky not to beat Arsenal at Old Trafford. So we seemed to turn up in the big games last season. But Premier League titles are not won at Anfield. They're not won at the Emirates. They are always won at Molineux, at Spurs' ground, at the smaller teams, because that's where you get most of your points, by sweeping up against the smaller sides. Where are we at here? Bang, bang. First of all, I am proud to be your first ever commenter. Yeah. Yes, thank you for your continued support, Bang, bang. I do appreciate it. On a watch-along, indeed. And this is the first time. Big D's flying by a wing and a prayer. Hang on, here's Ruben.
the off-pitch stuff with a good on-pitch performance and result today. It's really important. You can sell that, if you can say sell that to the fans and especially to the players. But we know what we are doing. It's 3 points today, especially at our home. We want to win the game, but we know that everything is not going to change in 4 weeks. But we are getting steps that are really important for the future. Šeško starts as a substitute. What have you had to evaluate there? He's obviously not had a huge amount of time with you and among the group. I think it is everything. First of all, we try to use a starting 11, thinking about also the end of the game. So we need to balance that. Then Ben had a very good week, but it's just 1 week, and we have to remember that for 5 days we were not training. It's a lot of emotion, changing countries, culture, signing a new contract, new people. So it's really tough. And the first impression is really important. So let the guy settle down, and he's ready to help us in the game.
And there are so many different things I could ask you about. And then Hoyland or Anana in a squad at all. What does that mean for those guys?
It's an option. It's an option. We try to choose the best players for each game. So next week is a different life. In this week, we chose this way.
But the Anana call particularly, that's your decision, is it? That's not an injury or due to a tough preseason.
No, you recover. But the other guys did so well during the season, so I need to balance that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, well, that's interesting what he's just said there. He's kept the door open for a Hoyland return at some point. He's just not available today. Same with Onana. Onana apparently has recovered from whatever injury he had, but he's shown a little bit of loyalty to the players who did well during the pre-season tour. So that's quite interesting, that is quite interesting. But yeah, where are we at here? Bang Bang, what were you saying again there before Ruben Amorim's rude interruption there? I think that United will get the win today. Overall, we have to stay on it. Yeah, we do. 3-1 United, Bang Bang. Yeah. 3-1. Yeah, maybe. I think we'll win by at least 2 goals, to be honest. For some reason, I just feel as though we'll beat them by 2 goals today. Now Rajput, the real man. I'm assuming you're asking me if will Rasmus Højlund go. I think it's 50-50, to be honest. I hope he doesn't. I think we need competition for places up front. And at the end of the day, Rasmus Højlund is a number 9, so is Benjamin Šeško, but they're the only 2 number 9s we've got. Xerxes not a number 9. Xerxes plays best as a number 10 or a 9.5, right? You can't have Mason Mount as a false 9 all the time. You can't play Bruno as a false 9 or Cunha as a false 9. We need a number 9 up front. We need a focal point at number 9 who is a number 9. And I like Rasmus Højlund. I think there's a player there. Hopefully he turns down AC Milan, he stays at United, and he knuckles down, head down, arse up, and when he gets his opportunity, because he'll get opportunities if he stays, because Šeško is still young himself, he might have a little run of bad form, he might get a little injury here or there, God forbid, and then, Rasmus might get the call up, and then all of a sudden he turns into the Marvel Avenger that we all hope he can be. But we'll see. Bang Bang, what you saying? Made a 4-speed with Manchester United today. Oh, cool. I'm not entirely sure what you mean, Bang Bang. You might have to explain that one for me there, my friend. Oh, but the Big D's a little bit tense. He really is. Bit tense. The Big D's dad's at the Stretford end. He's been chomping at the bit for weeks now. It's the Big D's dad's birthday. The Big Ron, he's called. He'll be sat in the Stretford end now, watching them all warm up. And he'll be well oiled and well liquored at this point. It's his birthday, so he is celebrating. Hopefully Man United can give him a nice present today. The Big D's drinking his coffee. Strong coffee. 3 scoops. You know what? The Big D surprises himself a lot of the times by how much nonsense he can talk. But it's articulate nonsense. Oh, tense. Anyway, while we're waiting, what are you saying, Bang Bang? I think we should play the Spirit of 08CR7 today. Don't worry, only joking. I think we should play the Spirit of Messi 2012 today. If we do that, we'll win. But yeah, let's have a little look, see what's going on in latest news with Manchester United. Okay, so we have paused. We have paused our pursuit of Carlos Baleba at this point. It seems that Brighton don't want to sell, and if they were going to sell, then United would need to pay stupid money, like in excess of 100 million, which obviously Man United are not prepared to do because apparently we're skinned. And which it's a good thing, to be fair, that Sir Jim Ratcliffe refuses to be held to ransom. So it doesn't look like we're getting Carlos Baleba at this point, although we're getting potentially we're talking about getting, I think you pronounce it Hoyland from Sporting Lisbon, one of Ruben Amorim's former charges. I think he's the captain of Sporting Lisbon, who's a central midfielder. I think we're looking into getting him. Roma are pushing to sign Sancho as well. Apparently, they've made a £20 million bid for the United forward, and that everything is getting worked out. Everything's ticking along quite nicely at this point, as far as it says here. What else have we got? Yeah, and here's the Rasmus Højlund story. Apparently, Højlund's weighing up options after initial AC Milan talks. Højlund has been open to exploring a potential move to Milan, but is yet to be convinced it is the right next step for him. Talks between the clubs have so far been for a loan with an option to buy, but the 22-year-old is reluctant to commit to a temporary move, and his preference is to stay at United and fight for his place in the team. Which is exactly why we should keep him. His attitude is fantastic. Milan prefer a loan with an option to buy, while United want to do a permanent deal, or at least have a permanent element attached to any deal. United will consider offers of around 40 million to sell the Danish international. To just sell the Danish international. 40 million. I think that's a bargain for Rasmus Højlund, because he'll go somewhere, if he goes to the right environment, where he gets some support, he's going to turn into a world beater, I'm telling you. Rasmus is the man. He's got it. He's class on Football Manager. And Football Manager's never wrong. What else? What else we got? Yeah. Keno's talking. Let's see what Keno's crack is. Oh, the players are coming out now. Better get this little timer up and running. Right, so bear with the Big D, because this whole watch-along business is all new. He's flying on a wing and a prayer, hoping he can get timing and accuracy correct on various bits and pieces. There's something about Bryan Mbeumo. He looks like a Mortal Kombat character. He looks like he should be ripping Kano's head off or something. Finish him. Hopefully he finishes Arsenal today. That's what we want. Let's have a little look at the chat. What are you guys saying? Remember, thoughts in the chat. The Big D reads all of the chat, and he's always interested in what is on your mind. Bang, bang. May the 4th be with Manchester United today. The Force, the Olympic mate. Don't worry. Ha ha ha. Oh, may Made a 4-speed with, yeah, a little Star Wars reference there. I get you now, bang, bang. Now, Raj put what we're saying. Can we start talks for Casado from Barca for the Casemiro replacement? I can't see Barcelona letting go a player that's going to be good enough to play for Manchester United, to be honest. Bang Bang Pat for life. Messi 2012. Penalty merchant. A little bit like Penaldo, eh? Famous number 7. Long time no speak, my friend. Come on, United, indeed. What is your prediction today? How do you think we'll get on? And how do you think the new signings will get on today? It's a good side we've got today, to be fair. I've always said, I'm not going to lie, I have always said Arsenal are the most overrated team in English football history. They are. Most overrated. Arsene Wenger, the most overrated manager in world football history. Thierry Henry, overrated. The club itself, it's not even a big club, Arsenal. They might be a rich club, but they're not a big club. And you know why? Because they haven't won the Champions League. But they have got a dangerous side, we'll give them that. Right. Oh, by the way, read in the newspaper today, Man United are in secret hush-hush talks with David De Gea with a potential return to the club because he done so well when he had his little friendly. Was it last week or the week before? Bruno Fernandes got 19 goals and 18 assists in all competitions last season, and United were crap. That's how good he was. World class. Is there a better number 10 in world football than Bruno Fernandes? I don't think there is. But yeah, David De Gea, talks. Don't know how much truth there is in it, but we'll see. Little minute silence for Diogo Jota. Fair enough. Well, I'll tell you what, that was a good minute silence, that. There was no Lagerlouts doing anything stupid. Here we go. Oh, the big D's all tense. There we go. Kick off. Look at my little timer there. What do you think of that, guys? Not bad. Not bad at all. Go on. Go on. Ooh, I was unlucky that. And Mbeumo did well there. He just hit him in his face. That was class.
Well, of course, pre-season is always a horrid, distorted version of reality. Read too much into it at your peril, but Manchester United has been good. All the talk of culture change, all the smiles, all the togetherness. Now to deliver. Bryan Mbeumo at the back.
I tell you what, United are chomping at the bit here. What you saying, Bang Bang? Bruno is the best. I agree.
Together in central midfield for Manchester United. Mount from the left. Last weekend in the final friendly, he actually played through the middle, but Cunha has got that role.
I tell you what, these foreign managers, they really like Mason Mount. Because as soon as Mason Mount was fit, he was straight back in Ruben Amorim's team. And he did quite well. When he was coming off the bench anyway. And Eric Ten Hag used to love him. Unfortunately, he was just injured throughout 90% of Ten Hag's time with him. But, you know, people forget he's a Champions League winner. And I think he got the man of the match in that final when Chelsea beat City that time. And he got the winning assist. What was it? Was it 1-0? I can't remember. But I think he set up Kai Havertz for the winner. I'm pretty sure he did, because the Big D made a little short on his channel a long time ago. Ah, cheating. Look at dirty. Ben White, dirty.
Casemiro first advance for Manchester United. To lift right at the back of the team, well in advance of him. Just a flick in. Captain Martin Odegaard.
I tell you what, that dog who's a racehorse. An absolute racehorse. If he can just get his technique on point, he'll be lethal up that left flank. Lethal. Famous number 7, who scores first today? That's a good question, mate. Oh, look at that, eh? They got stuck into Gyökeres there. He's a big lad, that Gyökeres, like, because he just went toe-to-toe with De Ligt there and muscled him a bit, to be fair. Who scores first? I don't know, mate, I don't know. Who do you think will score first? I'm going to go with Mbeumo. Mbeumo to score first. Do you know what? The Big D wishes he'd put a bet on. Oh, I tell you what, that's a ball. Well, I'll tell you what, and Mbeumo got the first shot on there. Oh, that was unlucky. I tell you what, United are chomping at the bit. Famous number 7, Casemiro header from an in-swinging Bruno free kick. You heard it here first. Absolutely. Our friend Bomber with a header at the near post. Why not? All right, man. The big dig's all tense. I feel like I'm watching a horror film, a potential horror film. Well, this could be a horror film, or it could be a nice romance, depending on the score. Hey. Come on, United. Come on. Well, Dorgu nearly put an absolute screamer into the top corner flag on the right.
Well, as mentioned, this would have been the day if Ruben Amorim had his original aspirations met when it all began. The last 2/3 of last season, this would have been his bow of the fresh pre-season. Get the chance to speak to him. So he says now that he doesn't regret what he did go through.
I tell you what, United need to get an early goal because they're on top of Arsenal here. And if they don't score, eventually Arsenal are just going to absorb this and just going to grow in confidence. And then Arsenal could catch us on the counter-attack.
Thank you, Mike. Mike being back with us again at the start of the new Premier League campaign. So we've had some moments just like that.
That's a ball. That's a ball from De Ligt. What's Dorgu doing there? Corner. Good grief. Good grief. Well, we're coming up to the first 10 minutes of this new season for Manchester United. It's a quick 10 minutes, that. It's been feisty so far. I'll tell you what the Big D could do with some of his 0%. Don't drink, kids. Look at that. Counter-attack, look. Oh, good tack. Oh, who was that? Was that Mason Mount? Well done. That was a good tackle, that. I really want to see one full season where Mason Mount doesn't get injured, just so we can see how good he is. Because he's not bad. He's done well for England. He's done well for Chelsea. He wanted to come to Man United. He had the confidence to take the number 7 shirt as well. I tell you what, what's going on here?
on both sides now. Both Calafiori and White really setting it up slowly and predictably, taking quite a long time to make sure that everything's right in the middle. This is forcibly by Casemiro. Fernandez. Burgos, going to catch you now. Cunha. And back by Jokovic for Odegaard.
Oh, well done. Diogo Dalot. Well, we've gone past the first 10 minutes of the new season. What do you guys think of the first 10 minutes? Oh. I tell you what, Arsenal are starting to attack now. Odegaard looks sharp. But De Ligt looks solid, to be fair. That was poor, that from Bruno. Arsenal's first corner. 12 minutes in.
Well, this time we've got them all lined up at the edge of the box. 5 of them. This is something new.
Look at that. Look at that. From a corner. From a corner. Same old, same old. What happened there? 1-0 Arsenal. I tell you what, the Big D's a jinx. He is an absolute jinx. I should have said Arsenal are going to pump United. Maybe we would have scored from a bloody corner. What happened there? First corner as well. Oh, hey. Oh, I don't know. I think that's a bit dodgy, that, if you ask me. Is this getting checked or what? He's getting obstructed. It's been given. 1-0 Arsenal. Good grief. You couldn't make that up, could you? Who bagged that? I'll tell you what. They're going to buy a goalkeeper now. They have to buy a... That's just ridiculous, that. Calafiori.
Unmissable range. Started really well in the game, and Mbeumo looked sharp.
1-0 Arsenal. You couldn't make that up. I knew this would happen. We've done really well. They've had one shot and it went in because of stupid goalkeeping. Bring back David De Gea, that's what I say. Go all out for Donnarumma, whichever. I'm not bothered which. Shocking. Absolute shocking. Well, that's a foul. Come on, ref. Does he give it? Free kick in a nice area here.
is outside the box. Just there, that little nudge.
I tell you what, to be fair, I mean, if you put if you put Bruno Fernandes in a film directed by Martin Scorsese, he'd win an Oscar. He would. He's so dramatic.
Casemiro's in that position where he was in earlier. There's a couple of things about these free kicks when they're so close to the edge of the box. It's difficult to get it up and down, but you can't get it past that wall.
I don't understand why they cover their mouths when they're talking, when they're about to take a free kick. What do they think? Someone in the stands is reading the lips, and then they're going to relay the message to the manager, who are then going to relay that to the players on the pitch, all in the space of 60 seconds, 30 seconds even. I don't get it. It's like, who cares what they're saying? And how many people can actually lip read? That was a crap free kick, that.
Saka. Saliba uncertain, but kept it from Mount. Odegaard.
I'll tell you what, Odegaard's a good player. He just jinks in and out of players. He just seems to be one step ahead of everyone. He's class. He's a Rolls Royce, to be fair. Luke Shaw looks trim for a change.
The next bad challenge, I think, will definitely be a goal shot. I think he's playing too well at the moment. The players are responding, which is good.
I tell you what, if these lots scored again here, I'm switching this stream off. I'm going. I'm telling you.
They were all based outside the back post, if you remember, and running from there. They changed it. And now we've got a wide free kick. Will we see some difference here? There's three of them round the back. Gabriel Jokeres and White. Alfiori ready to come in from the edge of the box.
Declan Rice again. Too close to behind here. Free kick.
Well, it was unlucky.
Saliba. Jokeres can we get it? Phillips was not prepared to let him go.
Yeah, it's a battle that's emerging during this game. It's an okay, but Jokeres is strong. The good thing for Arsenal is that Odegaard has started to get on the ball and settle them down in midfield.
Saliba got into trouble. Got out of it.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh, he's offside. I tell you what, that was a good job there. They were away. That was going to be 2-0 there. How close was that? Is it going to show? Oh, mile off. Absolute mile offside. Oh. Ooh, what happened there? See, I knew this would happen. I said this, didn't I? I said it. United needed to score early because Arsenal would grow in confidence if they didn't, and then they would go out and catch us on the counter, kind of, and which they kind of did. 20 minutes in, my nerves are already shattered.
Quite a tough start for Arsenal as well. By the end of September, they would play 4 of last season's top 7, as well as coming here, as well as playing against Leeds next week, the champions of the Championship. Before the end of this month, and City Newcastle to come. 20 minutes in, they just started to really set for get.
Yeah, Gary Neville's right. Arsenal are starting to settle into the game now. They've got out of the ball, keeping out of it, playing tippy-tappy, probing, waiting for an opening. See, I understand now why Ruben Amorim wants a dynamic central midfielder, because Casemiro doesn't have... Oh, hang on. Oh, is there a shout for a penalty here? Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I can see why, because Casemiro, he doesn't have the legs anymore to dominate central midfield, which we all know, but he's still useful. And Bruno Fernandes is not that kind of player. So when we don't have a dynamic central midfield, then that allows teams like Arsenal to play tippy-tappy around us. So if Man United are going to compete this season, I now agree with the consensus. I now agree. We need a central midfielder that's dynamic, box to box, like a Baleba type player, and we need a goalkeeper. Either one of those will do me. Because Bayinder's not the answer. We all know Onana's not the answer. If Ugarte is not playing, then he must not be the answer, even though I do think he's a good player. Kobbie Mainoo, why is he on the bench? I feel as though we've got too many number 10s now. Oh, that's a ball. 2-on-2. And Mbeumo and Cunha versus 2 of theirs. Ah, I blocked it. It's unlucky. No, it was all right. Well, I would say Bryan Mbeumo has been our best player so far.
Into a space where Mbeumo might want to basically go inside himself. To clear the space, pulls away to allow Mbeumo that 1v1. To offer his left foot to a right side United corner. From the near post. There's something else that Arsenal gained from a 6-foot plenty centre forward as near post cover, as defensive corners. Short.
I tell you what, this is doing my head in now. The big D's dad must be spitting feathers, I tell you. The big Ron sat in the Stretford end. His voice must be hoarse, shouting. And he'll be leathered as well. Guaranteed. Gyökeres has been quiet. Gyökeres reminds me a little bit of the villain from the film Highlander. The Kurgan. Have you seen that film? It's a good one. That's a ball, that, from Mount. That's a ball, that. I tell you what, Mbeumo has been central to everything. See, it's the same thing. This is why we need a proper number 9 and not a false 9 or that crap. Because... Right, fair enough, he was offside there. But the point is, if Cunha, who's meant to be playing up front, was too deep there, we need a number 9 that just sits on the line and just patrols the box and waits for the pass. If we do that, they'll score 15 goals. Why don't they do that? You were bought to score goals, sunshine. What are you doing back there, Cunha? It's not a complicated game, football, you know. If you're a striker, you play close to the opposition box and stay there and be fed. Strikers are not there to work. They're there to be fed. They are consumers of opportunities, so they can contribute by scoring goals. I tell you what, that was good, that. Mason Mount. That was fancy pants. Dorgu's away. That's lovely. Come on, lads. There's a ball. I tell you what, that Saka does my head in. That'll do. I tell you what, last season they were talking about we need a number 9, we need a number 9, we need a number 9, right? We've got 2 number 9s now, and neither of them are playing. You couldn't make that up. We've just spent 85 million on a number 9, and he's sat on the bench. I don't get it. Stick him on. He's got to play sometime. Gabriel Heinze, Arsenal first team coach. He tainted his United legacy by saying he wanted to sign for Liverpool. He was a good player, him as well. Fans loved him. Here we go. Little counter-attack. Come on, Dorgu. Give it. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, I tell you, I didn't see that one coming. Patrick Dorgu with a left foot pile driver across the face of the goal, hits the post and goes out. He did really well there. I tell you what, he nearly burst the post there. Burst the post. You know what I mean? Wang. That keeper was beaten. Telling you, he's a racehorse. A little bit of technique, and he's going to terrify players on that left-hand side. Half an hour. Half an hour in. It's nice to see Casemiro just patrolling the back 3. Being a destroyer. Come on, that's it. Right? Oh. That was all right. There was players in the box waiting for that. That's all right. That's better. This is better. Do you know what? I've been offered 2 tickets so far. 3 even. 3 tickets so far to go and watch United. I don't know why I've said that, but I've said it nonetheless. What's going on here? Thoughts in the chat. Reese, yes, you're right, mate. Come on, United. We need all the help we can get so far, Reese. I tell you. 2 number 9s. One of them's not even on the squad. The other one's sat on the bench. Pair of them, a combined total of 160 million we've spent on them, and they're not even playing. It's like, who's making these decisions? I don't get it. Well, the fans know because they're chanting Ruben Amorim. So who else is it if it's not him that's making that decision? Here we go. Arsenal are through. Gyökeres has got the ball, whips it in. Martinelli, and he's missed it. Ha ha ha. Cunha, what you doing, son? What you doing? Oh, he's away. Look, what a run! What a run! Oh, he just scuffed that there. I tell you what, Cunha did well there. He beat about 4 players there. Wow. If he just had a little bit of pace there, that would have been 1-1. Or if he just got behind him there, that was unlucky. He did really well there. I tell you what, that last 2 minutes was the longest 2 minutes of my week. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he just couldn't get any power on that shot there. I tell you what, the big D's demented. He's got a bad head. Got a bad head. I'm going to have to book a session with a psychiatrist on Monday because I don't know if I can handle this. Oh, hang on. Oh, hey. Well, at least we're getting some shots. And Mbeumo did well there. And Cunha got a nice shot on there. It was just trying to find his range. What do you guys think of the match so far? Thoughts in the comments. Thoughts in the chat. The Big D reads all of the chat. And he's always interested in what is on your mind. Remember, if there's something bubbling up inside of you that you need to express, please express it in the chat. Doesn't matter what it is. If you think the Big D's talking crap, tell me. The Big D hasn't got a glass jaw. He can take it. Who did that there? Oh, is that Bruno? This is exhausting. Tell you what, Odegaard's a good player. I tell you what, the Big D's a professional actor. Some of you know this. The Big D's performed at the highest level. And I've done Shakespeare before. And even performing Shakespeare is not as exhausting as watching Manchester United play these days. This is more emotionally draining than Macbeth. 35 minutes in, 1-0 Arsenal. Calafiori on the 13th minute. From a goalkeeping blunder. Surprise, surprise. This time, not from Onana, but from Bayinda. Well, the Kurgan's been quiet. It's a good thing.
success. Lisbon.
Ruben Amorim. Do 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 do. Nine minutes to go in the first half. Hasn't been a bad game, to be fair. At least it's been end-to-end stuff, you know. A game of football. End-to-end. No. I tell you what, if Man United put the ball in the net, it'll be a goal.
Sure. For Talon. Taken support from Mbeumo.
I tell you what, Man United's best player so far in the first half, in my opinion, it's got to be Bryan Mbeumo. Got to be Bryan Mbeumo. Cunha's not doing too bad as well, but everything's gone through Mbeumo really, and he's looked sharp. And he looks like if he just gets one on target, there's a fair chance we might just nick one. Go on, Mason. Mason Mount hasn't done too bad. Cunha. Oh! Cunha. Do you know what? I take it back. I would take Cunha. Mateus Cunha has looked like the man to score the goals so far. I can't even see the ball. Where's the ball? Oh, it's there. Oh, come on! The guy's 6'4". How's he falling down like that? Victor Gyökeres going down like that. There can be only one. Even the Kurgan wouldn't go down that easily. And he's headless by the end of the film. Well, that's a penalty there. He's pulling on his shirt. Why is that not a corner? Mateus Cunha's doing well. Reece, what you saying, mate? We can always rely on Bruno to score the goals. Well, hopefully, but I don't think Bruno can score many goals when he's playing as deep as he is, which was my fear when I saw the team when he said he was playing in central midfield. We need him close to the opposition goal. Yeah, it's been a good game so far, to be fair, though. Where's Bang Bang, anyway? You're quiet, my friend. What's going on? Bryan Mbeumo's away. Is he away? Almost. Why is that a foul? He fell! Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Dorgu's played quite well so far as well, to be fair. I mean, nobody's played bad. Not really. The effort's there. It's just getting that cutting edge up front. That's what we're missing at the moment. I'm looking forward to seeing Benjamin Šeško come on. If this shower scored here from this corner, I'm going home.
Monday Night Football returns tomorrow. It's going to be a noisy affair. It'll be a return in the Premier League to Ellen Road, which is always bouncy. Everton are the visitors. The programme starts at 6:30. And Gary and Jamie will both be in attendance to round up all the...
Bang, bang. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm just a few minks. Well, we're coming into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well, that's a booking, that. He's just pulled Mbeumo by the scruff of his neck. Yeah, he's got his yellow card out. Quite right as well.
15 minutes ago, Mark, the next one was going to be a booking, whoever it was from, either end of the pitch. Yeah, but that's just straightforward.
Look at that. Look at that. Bryan Mbeumo. The Mortal Kombat character. Bang, bang, what you saying? It's what rule over them as well. It is just this absolute magnamy. Fair enough.
Cunha couldn't connect. Let it go away. I've made some mount.
Oh, doggo. Right, there's no one. There's no one there. Did you not look up? And where's the number 9? The Big D saw this time and time again last season, whether he was watching it at home or he was actually at the ground himself. Whenever there was a player that had the ball, that had the opportunity to pass it forward, there was no focal point in the box for him to pass to. And we're suffering from that now, even though we've spent 250 million on 3 forward players. One of them's on the bench. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why isn't Ruben Amorim saying to whoever he's got up front at number 9, which it looks like it's Mateus Cunha, stay up front. No dropping deep, none of that nonsense. Stay up front. Be the focal point so we can pass to you, so we know where you are at all times. It's not hard. You don't need to be Elon Musk to understand that instruction.
Welcomed in by Mbeumo. Chasing away from Martinelli.
Ooh. Mason Mount's played well. He's gotten stuck in. Fair play. He's putting the effort in. And that's one thing I will say as well, to be fair. I mean, I'm moaning a bit now, but it's only because my nerves are fraught. There isn't a player on that pitch today for Man United who's a passenger. They're all getting stuck in. They all look fit and up for it. And Delict's just put... Gyökeres has just put Delict on his backside. Did I say Gyökeres? I meant the Kurgan from Highlander. Just a minute of added time. 1 minute left in the first half. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Benjamin Šeško come on at half time. Shocking. Shocking, shocking, shocking.
Years ago this month, he made his debut for Brighton under Chris Hughton in the League Cup defeat at Southampton. He never played a league game there.
Well, is that it? Well, I'll tell you what, the referee, he's not messing about. He said a minute, and it was a minute. So that's the first half of the first game of the Premier League season, 25-26 season. Ruben Amorim, a lot on the line. United are getting beat 1-0. And that's that there. So, Big D's just going to do that. It's 1-0 at half time. Okay. Well, the Big D's exhausted. I am. I forgot how stressful this was being a Manchester United fan. Even though we've done all right so far, it hasn't been too bad. I still feel as though we could do better. But it's the first game of the season. And so people will be a little bit rusty. And to be fair, Arsenal's goal, we shouldn't have conceded it. It was a goalkeeping error. The goalkeeper should have been stronger, to be fair. I think we're going to go all out for the goalkeeper in the coming. I don't know how many days left of the transfer window. Was there 10 days left or something like that? Was it the end of August, 31st or something? I think we're going to go all out for a goalkeeper. I think we have to. We need to get someone in because we can't go the full season with goalkeepers that make those kinds of errors. We just can't. We need a bruiser that's going to dominate his area. Donnarumma is available. Manchester City are in talks with him. Edison's on his way out to, I think it's Galatasaray, and Man City have said they'll only sign Donnarumma if Paris Saint-Germain lower his price tag and Edison goes. Now, it's looking like Edison's going to Galatasaray, but it doesn't look like PSG are lowering their price tag. So there's still hope for United. United have been told, have told PSG to keep them informed of developments. So I wouldn't be surprised if Man United swoop in at the last minute with a bumper, lucrative offer for the Italian shot stopper, because we cannot go on like this. We can't do it. We just can't. The Big D's nerves can't handle this. We need a goalkeeper in there that we can trust, that's not going to make horror errors like he just did there. And do you know what? I'm exaggerating. The Big D's acting talent is coming through here a little bit because he's a little bit of a drama queen at times. So it wasn't that bad, but he needs to be stronger. And it shouldn't have been a goal. It should still be 0-0, but it's not. It's 1-0, and that's because it was a goalkeeping error. So we need a goalkeeper, and we need a goalkeeper now, right now, so we can avoid this and we can spare the fans their psychological assessments at the end of every month. We also need a central midfielder as well, so we can get Bruno out of that central midfield role and stick him up front, because it's no good our best attacking player playing as deep as he is. And we need a number 9 playing. But what do you guys think? Thoughts in the chat. Remember, if there's something on your mind, if something is bubbling up inside of you that you need to express, please express it in the comments. The Big D reads all of the comments and he's always interested in what is on your mind. And the Big D's dad, live from the Stretford end, is making a phone call to the Big D's mum as we speak. He must be spitting feathers if he's calling the Big D's mum at this point, because he's wanting to have a moan at someone. And my poor mum's nerves are fraught listening to the Big D have a moan and the Big Ron have a moan live from Old Trafford. But it is what it is. That's what Manchester United does to this family. But what can you do? But thoughts in the chat. The Big D reads all of the chat. Bang, bang. What do you think of the first half? What do all of you guys think of the first half so far? What positives do you see? What negatives do you see? Thoughts in the chat. And in the meantime, the Big D needs a little halftime break. Back in a tick. Can I talk to you, Dad? No. I don't know how to pause it. I don't know how to pause it. Well, this is new. The interviewing players at half time. When did they start doing this? That's quite new.
It's a big opportunity for you. That space on the counter, and secondly, it's part of your job just to calm things down when it gets a bit hectic.
Yeah, it's been a bit too hectic at times. I think so much space is too open. We need to control it a bit better. Without the ball, needs to be a bit more compact, and then when we get the ball, pick the right moments and be a bit more accurate when we counter it. Thank you. Thank you.
From Martin Odegaard, before he hears from Mikel Arteta the break, he says a little bit too hectic. It's made it really good watch.
Sure, it has been a thoroughly enjoyable game to watch for everybody. Some really good football, end-to-end stuff, chances both sides. Really enjoyed it.
One goal the difference. The set piece, Arsenal's first corner of the season. Is it too simplistic, Roy, to say that the goalkeeper Bandy just needs to be stronger?
Of course, all credit to Arsenal. Fantastic. They're there. It's good delivery. They're attacking it. But if you're a goalkeeper, take control of the 6-yard box. Keepers and defenders complain all the time about people around my face. Well, you're getting their face. The goalkeeper's got to take control of that 6-yard box. Complain all you want. It's good delivery. You know, you're blocking. Focus on the ball for the goalkeeper. So be aggressive. I've said it many times for the goalkeeper. Come with violence. Come and be aggressive. That is your area. Take control of it. Arsenal are very good at it. But Man United, weak and soft. Can they not just
cope with Arsenal's superior physicality?
Yeah, I think that's exactly it, Dave. I think if you look at the mismatch with Saliba and Mount, I know Arsenal play a lot of their balls sometimes to the back post, but the lip on the back post, really him and Mount should have been switching on that occasion. I think 76% of their cost.
Well, Roy Keane's saying that Man United should have been a lot more aggressive, specifically the goalkeeper, on that corner that led to Arsenal's goal, and he's absolutely right. But they're talking about Man United not being able to handle Arsenal's physicality. I think that was just a goalkeeping error. The goalkeeper should have been dominating his area there. He should have been telling De Ligt what to do. He should have been telling what Casemiro should be what they should be doing as well, and dominating that area. It's as simple as that. It's not, as I say, the Big D says this before. It's not rocket science. But Roy Keane, fair enough, he's saying that United, generally speaking, are doing okay, and he's right. He's right. There are a lot of positives so far. Hey.
So in the world, footballers trying to be the solution. What do you do? Nothing.
It's Harry from Abergavenny. I forgot my brother-in-law and we drinks fancy pants beer. What do I do?
Pour the air and nectar into an old jam jar and just call it something obscure.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys. No worry. It's called Voodoo Jazza.
Foster's. Good call.
Oh, man. That laptop's stuck in the past.
Maybe help. My laptop full of
Conquer any challenge with the speed and performance of new HP Omnibook range, powered by Intel Core Ultra processors.
Step into the future. Get the HP Omnibook for £20.06 a month. Comes beyond expectations.
Big D doesn't know what to say. He's absolutely exhausted.
How long is it to Nan's house anyway? To get Mackie's on the way.
I really hope we see Benjamin Šeško for this full second half. None of this give him 10 minutes at the end. We need to give him a chance to get into the game, which he'll get if they bring him on at half time. I don't know who they're going to take off because no one's played badly. Maybe Mason Mount needs a rest or something. I can't see them taking off Cunha, and I can't see them taking off Mbeumo at this. But I can't see them taking off Mason Mount. They're certainly not going to be taking off Bruno Fernandes. And they won't be taking off Casemiro either because he's done quite well. But at some point, we're going to have to go for this a little bit. Because we can't have this. We can't. We need a number 9. And we need a big number 9. And Benjamin Šeško is about 8'2". So he needs to stay up front and do what strikers do. And be the focal point for all the other players. And I think we need to get Bruno Fernandes as well and further forward. But it goes back to what I've been saying for weeks now. We've got too many number 10s. Not enough number 9s. Because, I mean, let's have a little look at this lineup here. We've got 3 number 10s actually playing up front. We've got a number 10 playing in midfield as well. So there's 4. And then on the bench, we've got Diallo and Xerxes. There's another 2 number 10s. And Kobbie Mainoo, there's another number 10. But how many number 9s have we got? We've got 1 number 9 who's on the bench.
He's back.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how we go. But it's half time. Second half will be kicking off any time. Well, it'll be kicking off soon anyway. Here we go. Oh, hey. Second half's about to start. Another advert. They've just had an advert. Oh, the Big D. We auditioned for this this advert that's on here now. There's an Uber Eats advert on this TV right now that the Big D actually auditioned for. Obviously didn't get it, but else you'd have been seeing the Big D and I'd be saying that. Look at me. But yeah, would have been a nice little job for the Big D, that one.
It's the case of getting the ball filled early from them. Yeah, and they can break with pace. They've got speed all over the pitch. Guys who can manipulate the ball around the box. And an example of that is here with Cunha. Gets the ball from Mount, and you're thinking there's nowhere to go, but it's turning around the corner, a nice little trick. And the keeper's got that very well. Might have been nesting in the bottom, didn't know, but the great save was second.
Really good save, doesn't it, from David Raya.
Benjamin Šeško, still no sign of him. It's Cunha and Mbeumo carrying the United attack so far. How long until we see United's new centre forward? Gary Neville, Peter Drury.
Don't think there's any changes for the second half, but we're about to start.
For Arsenal, since they won the title on this ground 23 years ago, they've won just 3 of 23 Premier League visits. All of those 1-0. With 5 of Arsenal's Premier League.
Here we go.
Old Trafford have been 1-0. Over Lars Wiltor, famously, Adebayor, Aubameyang and Trossard. Fiore has been scanned. His name to that list. Very, very big games, which
Here we go.
18 Premier League home games against Arsenal. Sturdy record that they've got to defend here. Much what they did before last time was good, but they trapped this game. Ricardo Calafiori.
First half. Odegaard, he's very intelligent. He understands the game. He summed it up perfectly. That Arsenal needs to be better on the counter attack, get more control of the game. It's forward. The joy that they got.
Very tight at his back. We can lead, but with a concern or two.
Well, the Big D so far has got it wrong. The Big D thought that Manchester United would pump Arsenal. And to be fair, we've had enough chances. And I wouldn't say Arsenal have had that many chances. They've had one real chance, to be fair, which went in because of a goalkeeping blunder. But so far, there's no changes. No changes for either side. Gyökeres has been quite quiet. Mbeumo and Cunha have looked the closest to scoring for United outside of Dorgu's long-range effort. We've been quite solid, to be fair. My only criticisms are, as I've said, we haven't had a consistent focal point up front. And Bruno Fernandes is playing too deep. Outside of that, we haven't done too bad. And, well, yeah, and the goalkeeping error. But hey-ho. But everyone else, you know, Odegaard's looked dangerous for them. Saka's been a little bit of a pain. But other than that, you know, there's not too much in it. Which, in and of itself, is quite positive for Manchester United because if we were as crap as what we were, well, saying that, we did quite well against Arsenal last season. So maybe the Big D's talking nonsense. Come on, Shaw, what are you going to do, son? That's good. Hey! See, if we had a number 9 there, he could have whipped it in on his head.
It's Kai Havertz who has to sit down because Gyökeres has arrived. Replaced him in last week's friendly against Bilbao and got a goal himself, Kai Havertz, at the end of that game. Fresh. Saka sits on for Odegaard. Spectacular. Saka battled against him. Get rid of them halfway for Arsenal. Still not to change once. Mr. Calafiori. Subimendi. Rattled into Odegaard.
Maybe dominate ball with Odegaard, Rice, Subimendi in there against Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes. It's not really materialised yet for them.
United are getting a bit sloppy at the moment.
Chance that this for Mason now could be a season of complete rebirth after so much misfortune. Mbeumo. Casemiro. Dallo has advanced.
Right, see, where's the number 9? Who's playing up front?
Premier League debut for Brentford against Arsenal, that famous Friday night, some years ago. Big time down. Forget here, it's scored 1 of 4 for Brentford against Manchester United. The second weekend of the season. And Brentford absolutely beat United up in the first half hour. Odegaard. Now in the Perez. He's got face to face with Donit.
Oh, I was going to say.
This last game in English club football was a hot day actually at the big venue. Championship playoff final at Wembley, Coventry against Luton. The season's back. It's the operation. Took and scored Coventry's second penalty, but they lost. Cunha. Casemiro's giveaway. Casemiro. Fresh. Strong at that time.
Oh. Ooh, oh. Oh, come on. What a game. What a game. Lee Allen, what you saying, my friend? Xerxes should have been sold. He's that far down the pecking order that he's pointless. Yeah, well, if we were going to sell Rasmus Højlund or Joshua Xerxes, I would probably have sold Joshua Xerxes, to be fair. But that being said, Rasmus Højlund should at least be on the bench today. I think Rasmus Højlund's got a higher ceiling than Joshua Xerxes in the Premier League anyway, for Man United in the way that we want to play. Joshua Xerxes, to me, seems he's a bit too languid for this style of play that Ruben Amorim wants to employ. And for some reason, I don't know. Why doesn't Ruben Amorim like Rasmus Højlund? Because he looks like a better version of, well, a better potential version of Victor Gyökeres. Two Scandinavian strikers, built lads, fast, strong, can finish. He seems ideal. But Diallo's coming on. And he's coming on for Dalot. So we've got our first substitute. Diogo Dalot's gone off. And it looks like it's going to be a straight replacement for Amad Diallo, who's most likely going to be playing on the right-hand side. But let's see if he does play on the right-hand side, because sometimes he switches Dorgu to the right-hand side as an inside forward, fullback. Wing back, that is, sorry. We'll see. Oh, go on. Is he going to... Oh, I was unlucky that. Thought we were through there. What's Cunha doing here, eh? Oh, he's still got it. I tell you what, Cunha's feisty. He's up for it. He's just won a free kick there. He's done really well. This might as well be a corner. Bruno done well there. That was a good touch, that. And Mbeumo was through. He should have carried on. I think he thought there was a foul there or something. He could be knackered though, Bryan Mbeumo. Come on, Bruno, whip it in. What's going on here, eh? Come on, lads. That's it. Quicker. Yeah, tell him, Bruno, quicker. Exactly. That was a good punch, that, from Raya. That's what Binder should have done first time round, which unfortunately led to a goal.
Underestimate that important. He's not just lose for himself to stay fit up for Manchester United. He's a fantastic defender when he's fully fit.
Oh, hey. Well done. I don't know how that wasn't a foul. De Ligt's just absolutely smashed. Was that Saka? He just badged him out of the way and he went flying. I don't know why the ref didn't give that, but do you know what? I'm not complaining. What was that? I think Bryan Mbeumo's knackered now because he's getting a little bit sloppy and he looks a little bit... He just looks a bit tired now. I wouldn't be surprised if on 65 minutes he takes Mbeumo off and he puts on Benjamin Šeško. We need a focal point up front. We just do. Because then if we've got that big number 9 up front, then we've got someone we can whip some balls into, and that's an added dynamic to our attacking play. Cross some balls, maybe score on the head. Score from a couple of headers or something. Arsenal are making a couple of subs here. Oh, he's taking Gyökeres off. I'm surprised at that. Well, Gyökeres has done nothing today. He's took him off. And it looks like he's bringing on Kai Havertz in his place. And Martinelli's coming off for Madueke. I think I've pronounced that right. So Kai Havertz, I imagine, is going to be playing up front in almost like a false nine position. And Madueke will probably just be playing on the left, cutting inside perhaps, whichever foot he is. Whatever happened to the foul throw? Because some of the throws from throw-ins from some of these players these days, they wouldn't get away with it 10, 15 years ago. And it just seems to have quietly gone away, the foul throw. I never understood the foul throw, to be honest, initially. Because when I used to play, there'd be a couple of times I'd get pulled up for doing a dodgy throw, and I never quite understood what I did wrong. But some of these throws, compared to what it used to be, it's just shocking. There's a foul. Is that on Mbeumo?
He's just as I asked the question, just returning from the warm-up, so maybe even. Hernandez. Cunha. Taken up here by Havertz and quite offering with Rice chugging through the centre forward furrow. Hold up like it. That's probably the captures have to be really poor. Shooting opportunities.
Oh, here we go. Ugate's coming on. Oh, here we go. Here's the man, Benjamin Šeško. Benjamin Šeško and Ugarte are getting warmed up. They're getting ready. Not even warmed up. They're getting the kit on, off, whatever you want to say. Getting ready to come on. I think he'll take off Bryan Mbeumo because he looks knackered. And if he's bringing on Ugarte, I don't know. Maybe he'll take off Mason Mount and he'll put Bruno up front and put Ugarte next to Casemiro. I can't see him taking off Casemiro because he's played quite well. And he seems to just kind of be pacing himself, so he doesn't look tired. Not to me, anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say. And Mbeumo off for Šeško. And Mount off for Ugarte. Let's hopefully Arsenal don't score before they come on. Here we go. Oh no, he's taking Casemiro off. Casemiro's off for Ugarte. Mason Mount is off for Šeško. Okay. Okay, fair enough. So that means Cunha is going to drop back into the number 10 position alongside Mbeumo. And Šeško, he's a big lanky thing, isn't he? Look at him. I think he's about 6'5". And he's gone up front in the number 9.
And there's lots of him. Since Arsenal last season was poor, Cunha has gone from central position to the left. Just go up top.
This is insane.
25 minutes still to play. Since making Old Trafford.
65 minutes in. 25 minutes left of the second half. 1-0 Arsenal. Calafiori from the corner after a goalkeeping blunder by Bayinda. But it's been quite close. Outside of that, it could have gone either way.
He's on the pitch, up front all at once. With 25 minutes to go, he needs a goal.
And League football last season. Those top 3, the 3 acquisitions got 48 goals. Manchester United got 44. That's a big difference. Twice. Exchange with Mbeumo.
Well, there's a shout for handball. The referee said no, but it's bound to be checked.
Cunha. By Saliba. Like here.
Who's he give that to?
Okay. Late-ish to pre-season with Arsenal, but it's been goal to Chelsea. Monday Night Football tomorrow. First of the new season is from Helen Road Leeds United against Everton. Looks promising as a central attraction. The program begins, as always, at 6:30. Of course.
I tell you what, Cunha's played well. That was a good touch, that, and he's away now. Oh! Oh, what happened there? Did someone fall over? Exhausted. Absolutely exhausted watching this. Cunha did really well there. He was through. Away he went. But what happened? Ahmad, what are you doing? Mbeumo went for the scissor kick there. 20 minutes left, second half. Do you know what? It's funny when these footballers start squaring up against each other, like as if they're actually going to start fighting. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing? But I tell you what, Cunha's played really well. I think he's been our best player now. I would say Mbeumo started off the brightest, but Cunha's really grown into this game, and he's been the one most likely to create something. And Cunha looks feisty, and I tell you what, he doesn't look phased at all playing at Man United, wearing the number 10 shirt in a big game. He's up for this. And he's winding up all the Arsenal players. He's been a bit mouthy and stuff, and that's what you want. You want a big character. You want a big personality, like Roy Keane always talks about. That's what you want. So Arsenal are making a couple of subs. Ben White's gone off for Julian Timber. They've also taken off Calafiori, the goal scorer, and brought on Miles Lewis Skelly. It remains 1-0 at Old Trafford to Arsenal. Calafiori on the 13th minute from a Bayinda blunder. That rhymes, that, unfortunately.
At least the point which he's entitled to feel he and his team deserve. Training ground together as a really upbeat pre-season tour. To maintain that mood between now and play the business here. Fernandes, Ugarte. Cunha.
Ooh. Oh! What a save! Oh! Oh, what a save from Rhea. From a Bryan Mbeumo header. What a save that was. That should have been 1-1. And that came out of nothing, that. Oh. A Dorgu cross and all. Good header, that. Good save from the goalie. Fair enough. That was our best chance of the game so far. Oh, good grief. Quarter of an hour to go. And this feisty encounter. It's been close. It has been very close. I would say Man United have created the most chances. In fact, let's have a little look at the stats. I would say Man United have created most chances. Stats, where we are. Yeah. Man United have had 61% possession to Arsenal's 39%. United have had 6 blocked shots to Arsenal's 2. United have had 5 shots off target to Arsenal's 3. And United have had 6 shots on target to Arsenal's 3. It's been all United. It's been all United. At least we're creating chances. Fair enough. I mean, just by law of averages, if we keep on creating chances, then, well, we'll score goals. One would think, anyway.
Between the centre halves.
That was a good save, that, from that goalkeeper. Fair play. Oh. How's that not a foul? Ugate's just took someone out there. Cunha, he's doing well. Oh, lucky. Julian Timber, he nearly signed for United, I think, at one point, until Louis van Gaal advised against it. I think it was him.
One half of each side for Arteta in the final of the Simpson game.
Well, there was a little bit of confusion there with having a ball ready for Bayinda to take a goal kick. I don't know if you've noticed, but around Premier League pitches these days, they've got balls available on cones at all times. And that instead of having ball boy, well, they've still got ball boys, but instead of the ball boys passing the balls directly back to the players, directly back to the players just get the balls from the cones, and then it's just up to the ball boys to replace the balls on the cones. And that's to stop the situations like what happened at Spurs, where a ball boy, was it at Spurs or was it at Chelsea, when a ball boy refused to give the ball to one of the opposition players. And also a ball boy inadvertently created an assist for one of the Spurs players when Mourinho was manager. And yeah, so now ball boys just have to replace cones. True story. This is exhausting. Go on, Ahmad. Go on. Oh, who's he passing to there? Whips it in. Come on, ref. What happened there? I tell you what, Ahmad is a good little player. Well, duh, Big D. 12 minutes to go. 11 and a half seconds. No, 11 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh, hey. Harry Maguire's come on. Luke Shaw's come off. Wondered if Big Harry's going up front. He was our best number 9 last season. Big Harry Maguire. Oh. Ugarte just give the ball directly to Havertz there. That was a dangerous mistake. Now, Havertz has been brought down, and now it's a free kick in a dangerous position for the Arsenal. Harry Maguire got megged. Ten minutes left.
It's a bill of 4. Let's take a breather.
They're actually bigger. Left-hand side of the wall as you look at it. The Rice fancies his chances of going over that near side. And there's a big gap. It's like Bryan Mbeumo just going over to check his post, but he goes back and stands where he was. Rice will fancy it.
Real Madrid. Declan Rice. Fiddling in their course. Will be given.
The wall.
Will be. Declan Rice's last kick in the football.
Declan Rice is going off for Arsenal. And it looks like they're bringing on Marino. Surprised at that, really. Unless Declan Rice has got a little bit of a knock. So, yeah, that's confirmed. Declan Rice is off. Mikel Merino is on. The Spanish, I'm assuming, midfielder. Well, we're into the final 10 minutes. Arsenal have got a corner.
It was one of those rising favorites. He's got to get it back. It's been penalised. To be focused. Was crouching in the. Any of the numbers look good for United. That's what the F doesn't.
They should really as 12 minutes to go.
I'll take.
Ruben Amorim tried to force it and played a long ball over the top, which he could go with a good position.
That's the ball. What's going on here? Oh, I tell you what, eh? I think that's a little booking for Red Doggo there because he brought him down. Yeah. Patrick Dorgu's played quite well today, to be fair. He created our best opportunity and he almost scored himself.
Card is out. Presumably delaying the restart. Wasting's a big thing.
Five minutes to go. 1-0 to the Arsenal at Old Trafford. Oh, David Ray's been booked as well for some reason. And it's 1-0, mainly because of Man United's inability to score goals. Surprise, surprise. Come on, United. I'm not sure my nerves can recover. Not for at least 48 hours. What was that? What was he thinking? What was Manuel Ugarte thinking with that? I don't understand.
Just holding it up, but as it pops it back into midfield, he has to have it play. Amad's to his right, and Mbeumo there. His option.
As it begins to show, just the end of last season, of course, and lots more home games than they won. They went the whole of last season without winning consecutive league games. Had they won today here, having beaten Villa on the last day, be their first successive win since the first day of last season. Šeško. He'll make Rich ahead of that one. He's going to engage. Hammer. Tim for Delict.
Oh! Delict done well there. Arsenal's defence has been rock solid, to be fair. Let's give it a pinball. Well done, Lenny. Right, who's he giving this to? Final minute. Still 1-0.
First challenge, when you ask for a penalty, you've got to get that, and that second little just kick away with his right foot is equally as important.
I don't know. To me, that looks like it was a penalty. So much for the Big D's prediction of United pumping Arsenal. This is so annoying. 6 minutes of injury time. 6 minutes to go. Come on, United. Here we go. Big D needs a whiskey.
One of the best teams in the league. To manage games, run the clock down. Experienced unit.
Nicely worked for Martin Odegaard. And matches it.
Well, Arsenal nearly scored. Come on.
His time to the limit.
On this corner, Catherine held straight back. Sleeve has got up.
Keeping the ball wins the game now. It's Skelly. Skelly's in the ball.
Oh, better, but deep into corner. Off of the pitch, then play it all the way back. Just puts pressure on themselves.
Paul Barton, the goalkeeper, committed to this for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes towards the Victor Maguire. Ruben came down feeling his head. Fernandes backed up towards Maguire, away by Lewis Skelly. Maguire out.
We're not getting it. We're not getting it. There's 3 minutes left of injury time, and we're just not sharp up front. It's just as simple as that.
Old Trafford is a precious one. There will presumably be little slack again in the title race. Not on too many last year. Manchester United lost too many. They're on the cusp of that Old Trafford defeat. And your player of the match, there he is.
Yeah, I'm with him. He's made lots of saves. I think he's really solid, dependable. He brought those things that's come his way. He made a great save in the first half. He's not going to get a clean sheet.
Arsenal's back four have been absolutely rock solid. Two minutes left. Oh, hey. Man United don't deserve to get beat. They don't. Come on, Bruno. Whip it in. Goalie's got it. Minute left. Arsenal are away. Are they away? Looks like it. Yeah, they're walking into the corner. Saka's walking into the corner. No, he's not. He's going for it. Oh, they've missed that. Right, here we go. 30 seconds. This has got to be the last counter-attack by Man United. Who's got it? Is that Mbeumo? Whips it across. My nerves are frayed. No, it's not happening, is it? 10 seconds left. They've got it now. Nah, that's it. It's got to be it. Unless he absolutely leathers this. Ref's going to blow now. It's going to blow now. That's it. 1-0. I tell you what, the big D's not happy here. I don't know what to say. The big D's exhausted. He's emotionally exhausted. I mean, in fairness, Arsenal played really well. Well, the defence played really well anyway. Their goal was a lucky goal. We dominated them for large parts of that game. We created the most chances. We had the most chances. We just couldn't score. In my opinion, he should have played Šeško from the start. We should have had Højlund on the bench as well, because Šeško probably couldn't have lasted the full 90. And then he could have brought on Højlund for a bit. But if United play as well against everyone else, Gary Neville's just said an excellent point there, and he's right. If Manchester United played as well as they did today against everyone else, because they'll get sharper, and if they keep on creating as many chances, they'll beat teams, they'll pick up points, and they'll climb those Premier League rankings. But I tell you what, the big D's absolutely exhausted. He needs to wind down a little bit, chill out, process, and then decide what he's going to say for his next live stream or his next commentary video. But that was the Big D's first ever live stream. Thank you for everyone that commented. Thank you for everyone that watched. It wasn't a bad game, to be fair. The Big D moans a little bit. It is what it is. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot better. But it is what it is. First game of the season. That's how United start. If we keep that up for the remaining games of this season, we'll do quite well. Anyway, the Big D is going to sign off there, and he looks forward to seeing you in the next one. Ciao.